Hi everyone, welcome back to Spirit Hunter NG. Might be able to wrap it up with this video, we'll see. I think I'm on the route to the good ending, so let's head on up. Our text. I open up the message. From Demon. How are you? I'm good. Thank you for asking. It's Demon. I've prepared your next riddle. Search the broken red monster in the place that exists no more. Okay, so let me just... Spirit Hunter NG D comments. Okay. So let's see if we can find it. So this is the 9th one. Okay, so yeah, head to the rooftop. It's the only one we can go to. Sorry if you hear me with the crinkling of a package of snacks. It's gummy bears. It's also raining outside. The roof of Moon Tower is an open terrace. It's cloudy tonight, but if it wasn't, we'd probably get a great view of the starry sky. I bet it'd feel amazing to dive off of here. No base jumping allowed, ever. Hey, you finally made it. Pretty nice spot, isn't it? I'm pretty fond of it, so I come up here now and then. You come here for a reason? Well, you know. So, what are we meeting on the roof for? This. I glanced down at Ola's feet. She stands by the only bare patch of ground. There's a stone monument in the center. A bunch of letters are engraved in the stone's smooth surface. On one end, in large letters, it reads, Momoi Department Store Fire Victim Memorial. Apparently this is a memorial for the victims of the Momoi Department Store fire. After a paragraph consoling the dead, there's a list of names. Going down the list, some of the names look familiar. Kenji Okayama, Momotaro Okayama. Oh, her son was named Momotaro. That from the story. This is Killer Peach's Tomoko Okayama's husband and son. Okayama had been trying to discover the truth behind the fire that killed her family, and she was killed for it. Oh. As I keep reading, my eyes snag on a group of names. Their last name. Saburo Oe, Hiroko Oe, Yuki Oe. There's Oes on the list. They aren't... Yeah, it's just what you think. My parents and my little brother. If their names are here, then... They died in the department store fire 10 years ago. Yeah, that's right. They went to the Momoi department store before Christmas to buy my little brother a present. I made plans to play at a friend's house, so I didn't go with them. Thanks to that, I was saved. Then is that why you're so rash when it comes to the Moon Tower case? Pretty much. I knew Diet Woman Okayama was chasing the truth behind the fire, and that the president of Sumi, Noboru Ishimaru, was keeping a close eye on her. Then Okayama up and vanished. The Sumi folks had to be behind it. Thought I could learn something by investigating them under the guise of the Killer Peach case. Never expected Okayama to be Killer Peach. She quirks a weary smile. No surprise. This case took a left turn far outside the jurisdiction of regular detectives. Both Okoyama and I lost family in that fire, so I understand Killer Peach's grudge. But I'm a member of the police. I can't accept her approach. I need to stop her, no matter what. So I want to pursue the truth using just means in her place. Just means, huh? You do realize this investigation of yours is totally illegal, right? Quit being fussy. I saw Oa get cut down by Killer Peach. Her recklessness back then pissed me off, but when I think about how she'd likely been comparing herself to Killer Peach, guess it was only natural. By the way, about this memorial, why is this one spot scratched out? Among the ordered list of names on the memorial one appears to be scratched out. Oh, that. Probably some nasty prank or something. One day it was just suddenly like that. Whose name was there? No clue. The report only mentioned that there were 25 people. There was no personal info on them. Huh. The fire resulted in 25 victims, including the one scratched out. The report said the cause of the fire was arson and the victims had been connected by chains. What the hell happened 10 years ago? And how did it connect to the Demon Tsukuyomi? I'll just have to go back into the past to find out. Well, we're done here, so let's get going. We're headed to the Momoi department store. We'll take the special elevator on the first floor. Right. Alright. So let's moving around here. Huh? What's the matter? I punched the button, but the elevator's not responding. I tapped the button over and over, but the door still won't open. The elevator isn't even coming. Could it be the work of a ghost? Or I just pushed it wrong. You have no sense of imagination. Hazuki sulks, but I easily ignore her and reach toward the panel. Where'd that come from? Symbols are clanging together somewhere. Mixed in is what sounds like faint clockwork. Is this some weird supernatural trick? Beats me. Where's it coming from? We have to find the spiritual epicenter. The spiritual what now? Guess I better find the source of the sound. I think it's coming from over there. What? Oh, amazing! Oh, it's like something straight out of a picture book. You're pretty gutsy there, Husky. My cult idol status isn't just for show, you know. You're pretty brave yourself, as expected of a detective. Well, I've already had to live through some scary shit during the Killer Peach case. This is nothing compared to that. Kijima, that thing might be good as evidence. You should take it with you. I pick up the gorilla toy. Oh, put it down. The elevator's working now. Out of nowhere, there's a loud noise and shaking, but just as suddenly as it starts, it stops. All the lights go out. Huh? Did it break? I wonder if it's really broken, or if it's the work of a ghost. Well, it's all back on now. Guess it wasn't broken. Faulty wiring, I guess. Hey, Kijima? Look over there. I look over where she's pointing. Ah. A rabbit plushie hangs from the ceiling. I don't remember seeing it earlier. That bunny wasn't there when we got on. This must be the work of a ghost, too. They're out for giving us a fun night, I see. A wry smile sneaks out as I yank down the door. hanged rabbit. Rabbit, gorilla. Oh, there's a doll. As we step out into the hall, a girl's laughter suddenly echoes down it. Laughter now too, huh? What in the world is going on in this building? Hey, Akira! Was that doll here before? I look where Hazuki's pointing and see an old, worn little girl doll. No. I slowly shake my head. All these supernatural things happening one after the other is really creepy. Damn it! Muttering under my breath, I stomp over and pick up the creepy laughing doll. What sounds like a cell phone vibrates nearby, but it's not mine. It isn't mine, which means... Looks like it's me. Excuse me for a sec. Yeah, it's me, Oe. Oh, Bon, huh? Hey there. Yeah, so you got Okayama's belongings, okay. Good thing Ishimaru didn't get his hands on him. She stepped away, but she's so loud that I can hear what's going on. If you find a notebook or diary, look through every last bit of it. Maybe we'll figure out why Ishimaru and Sumi covered up that fire. Alright, I'll let you get to it. So that's what's going on. I had Bon and Rose go check it out for me. We'll get a call if there are any developments. Alright, let's get to that special elevator. Okay. A lot's happened, but we better go see this Demon Tsukuyomi thing. Can we use that elevator? I got this. I already reached out to the higher-ups. My fingerprint should be added by now. It's just whether it'll send us to the past or not. Won't know until we try. She presses her finger to the scanner. Seems like it worked. Alright. Double fours. After riding the elevator for a while, it shakes violently, then... Ah! Huh? That's that crane thing, isn't it? A freakish scream pierces my ears, like it's rising up from the depths of the earth. Was that an earthquake? What the heck was that voice? That earthquake and the voice? I recall what happened at Moon Tower before. This happened the last time I went to the past, too. Huh. So then you're saying we've arrived at... Yeah, most likely. The mysterious phenomenon stops. The elevator starts moving again, and when it stops, it lets us out on an unknown floor. When the doors open and I step out... Guess it still works. Are we really in the past? Yep, that's right. Moon Tower ain't got no shopping area. I've really traveled into the past. But if this is the past, there's a problem. Oe was killed by Killer Peach. What is it? Are you worried about something? Time to explain that I've been here twice before on my last investigation, and both times Oe died. No way! So Oe could die? Worrying about maybes won't get us anywhere. Who knows if the demon will appear unless we look. So, let's go. Let's go see, is my line. By the way, before we keep going, I have a question. What's the red cylinder on the floor? A flare. It was there last time I was here, too. That was mentioned in the report. So this flare was used in the incident? But what for? If you want to burn something, all you need is gasoline and a spark, right? The theory in the report said the culprit first caused a fake fire with flares. Then they guided all the panicking customers to somewhere they could detain them. Crafty assholes. All of them are either used already or too wet to be able to work. For some reason, there's a puddle on the floor. The water's clear enough to reflect my face in the ceiling. I look around to see if I can find anything, but there's nothing interesting. Christmas tree. Looks like it'd been right around Christmas when the tragedy happened. That's what we were told. TV with the built-in VHS deck. Checking the VHS slot and nothing. Okay. I sense a presence in the dark. Spinning the flashlight around toward it reveals. What are you? Oh, Killer Peach again? Killer Peach lying in wait for me. No way! Well, why is Killer Peach here? I thought you defeated her, Kijima. Time's been turned back. Killer Peach vanished, but the strange phenomenon haven't stopped. So it's not her doing after all. Damn, I'll think on that later. Right now I gotta do something about her. Killer Peach sways as she walks toward me. What are you doing here? The same question as before, but there's no way I can use the same method I did last time. I don't have the tools. Gotta think of another way. I know the truth behind her grudge now. I need to let her know that somehow, but if I say anything wrong, she'll cut me down. A warning, a warning. Hey, look. This is the fire report from Momoi department store. I thrust the report out in front of me, and Killer Peach slows. Hold on a moment. Sorry, he's using the blender in the kitchen, making a protein shake, I think. He's always fucking making protein shakes. We'll wait for it to stop. It may be me imagining it, but it seems like she's not sure what to do. Why do you have? All of her eyes swivel to focus on me. Her stare pierces me to my bones. It's clear she'll see through any lie. Yeah, I did. I defeated you, and that's how I got this report. I'm using it to investigate the truth behind the department store fire. Truth. Investigating the truth. That's what you did when you were alive. What I did when I was alive. You didn't just want revenge on Sumi. You wanted to know the truth behind the fire that killed your family, no matter what, right? Investigating the truth. There is no falsehood in those words. I meant every word. After a long moment of breathless silence, with the cry, Killer Peach vanishes. All right. You did it. You were seriously amazing. Oh, to be able to face a spirit like that. Hmm? Something's over there. The katana Killer Peach used lies on the ground at the spot where she disappeared. So the sword. That means she's leaving the rest up to you? How should I know? Well, with things the way they are, it may come in handy. I'll pretend I didn't see you take an illegal weapon for now. Hand it over when we leave, though. Whatever, I'm not planning on getting much future use with it. Mannequin going by its size, it must be for kids. They're soaked and scalded by the fire, but still manage to keep their shape somehow. But there's nothing worthwhile here. Ink or where? There's a lot of toys out on display. Seems like these are all toys marketed to little boys. Surprisingly big. Most of the surrounding products are soaking wet. We step out into a wide burnt area. Looks like the fire was the worst here. Walls, floors, ceiling, everything's charred pitch black. According to the report, this children's plaza was where the fire started. It used to be a play area with equipment. There are chains on the ground. Is this where the rumored Demon Tsukuyomi ritual happened? Probably. Everything points to it. But that's also if it was even done at all.
Papa, Mama, ask Santa for my Christmas presents, okay? Promise? I'm waiting.
You heard that voice too, right? Sound like a child crying. I wonder if they came to buy presents and were caught in the fire. How many supernatural things does that make now? I've lost track. Well, just ignore it. Let's look around. Whoa. I shine the flashlight on the floor and several burnt corpses come into view. Hey, the corpses? No way. They were just there. It's hard to believe. The corpses that had been so vividly real a second ago have vanished without a trace.
Maybe the victim's scratch showed that tragic scene to us.
There's a black stain of some kind where one of the corpses had been. I move closer and reach out toward it. Gah. Damn, my ears are buzzing loud enough that I'm getting vertigo. Must be the blood of the victims. Mostly burnt vending machine. The sprinklers rusted it too, so the thing's barely recognizable. I check the pickup slot and, something's there and it's surprisingly not burnt. I lower my gaze to the writing on the card. Congratulations for surviving all of Kakuya's games. You're exactly what I envisioned. Color me impressed. I've watched your triumphs from the sidelines and I'm sorting all the info so far. First is Kakuya. I wonder if she can't pronounce Gu part of her name because she's a little girl. Let's refer to her as the Kaguya doll. This cursed girl was sealed in the mirror of the prestigious Miroku family. The seal weakened every 10 years, and she could leave the realm of the dead for the present world. The ritual to seal her again was called Nagoshi no Gi, the same ritual which killed those little girls, I believe. But Kaguya isn't in the mirror. I suspect the ritual failed at some point. Now the game. You've experienced these games of death. For you, the game ends if you survive a spirit encounter. How you survived was up to you, and when the spirit was gone, the cycle repeated until your death or she got bored. But the purpose of these games wasn't to kill you. She only wanted a playmate, like a child wanting attention. Being a spirit without knowledge of love, she must have thought that was play. Who knows how she got the other spirits to listen, perhaps magic similar to necromancy. I assume her way of hosting was to make them little like fairy tales, a dull spirit that embodies the grudge of death. I have to say, Kaguya's games is very fitting. But it doesn't appropriately reflect your efforts. This is an era where even Kaguya uses a phrase like NG. We could call it necrogame among ourselves. Though you likely couldn't care less about the name. My apologies. At any rate, you survived NG and saved your sister. I wish you a happily ever after. I wonder why Kaguya was obsessed with you. Demon. How the hell did Demon hide a card here? Thoughts for another time. Right now I gotta take care of Demon Tsukuyomi. It's the remainder of something kids can ride. It's charred within an inch of its life and unrecognizable. Even just looking at it makes my ears buzz so much I want to puke. Guess that just shows how strong the grudge of those who died here is. I slowly reach out with my fingers to the blackened bloodstain on the floor. What in the world are you thinking? What will this even accomplish? It's not too late to... Huh. Shut up, idiot. This is the most important part. It's the department store before it was burned. But something's off. A man with a cigarette hanging from his mouth looks down at several adults chained together. On his arm are some familiar-looking mouths. Between him and the adults is a kid. Looks like he's soaked in something. The plastic container on the floor makes it pretty obvious what that something is. Masaru. What are you going to do with Masaru? So this kid's name is Masaru, huh? That's my name too. Maybe that'll make Mom happy. You asshole! The man with the scarf tries to jump forward, but two others grab onto him. Don't move! He'll kill us too! Just endure it. I don't want to die. Let me go! Masaru!
Papa, Mama, help me. Oh, Masaru.
Yeah. Shall we get started? Mom's waiting after all. I think I'll start with this kid. He plucks the cigarette from his mouth and turns the fiery tip toward the kid. Cry loudly for me, okay, Masaru? For Demon Tsukuyomi's sake. Demon Tsukuyomi, please come here. Demon Tsukuyomi, please grant my wish. Please, my mom. Damn, I feel sick.
You don't look so well, Kizuma. Did you see something?
I tell Hazuki and Oe about the tragedy that happened here. A Demon Tsukuyomi ritual sacrificing a bunch of families. The man laughing horribly as he did it. Can barely even say the words. The Demon Tsukuyomi ritual was what he was really after, huh? Looks like, yeah. The granted wish needs to be proportional to the value of the burned object, so he burned living humans. Kizuma, you said the arsonist was a man, yeah? Yeah, in his 30s maybe. Said his name was Masaru. And he had mouths on his arm. Mouths? It's Kakuya's curse. Better explain. I tell her about the horrifying mouths that appeared on me and Aunt Natsumi. In other words, the arsonist might have been caught up in Kakuya's game. Yeah, most likely. Gah. Countless mouths surface and begin crudely laughing.
It's almost the finale of the tale. Demon Tsukuyomi, please grant my wish.
Shit, I don't have much time left.
The curse is getting worse?
Yeah.
Oh, that's bad.
She falls silent, thinking about something. It's gotten into you.
Isn't the only way to stop the curse to defeat the spirit?
Yeah?
Then we need to find it, right?
Yeah.
Then it's sink or swim. We'll call Demon Tsukuyomi.
So you're saying we gotta perform the Demon Tsukuyomi ritual?
That's right.
That's our only choice. There's no other way to escape the curse other than doing something about the Demon Tsukuyomi. Time's running out. I gotta take a gamble. It's like I'm tightrope walking over a chasm. Actually, I'm always being backed up to the edge of a cliff.
If we have chains, 2 hand mirrors, and something to burn, we can summon Demon Tsukuyomi. The chains are here, so we just need the mirrors and a fire starter.
I should have brought that compact mirror. Hazuki, you have a hand mirror, don't you?
Well, my escape was kinda in a rush, so I forgot my makeup pouch.
Don't look at me either, by the way. You're kidding. What about something to start a fire?
Sorry, Kijima. I only wish I had the ability to set things on fire.
I don't smoke, but I've got a lighter on me.
Then all we need is something to burn.
Nothing for it, I'll have to look around. What's this song?
I think it's Jingle Bells.
This song was playing in the vision I saw. If you go by the state of this bench, the fire was really bad. I look around the area and find a gun on the floor. This gun? I think it's the one that the arsonist had. Find something? I found the gun the arsonist had. What? I'm just looking at the thing here. Pick up the gun from under the bench and show it to her. Looks like it still works. Yeah. What do you do with it now? Preserve it as evidence? Nah. If the thing still works, it might come in handy when we're fighting the spirit. Doubt a gun will work on a spirit. Don't know till you try. Anyway, we'll get better evidence from Tomoko Okuyama's house. Okay. I'll take it once we get out of this alive. So don't go losing it now. If worst comes to worst, you'll turn a blind eye to me shooting this, right? Depends on how I'm feeling at the time. Hey. A shotgun, huh? Blackened chains are on the floor. Must have used these to make sure the hostages didn't escape. Yeah, the victims were wrapped in chains. Gas was poured on them, and then they were set on fire. Some grand ritual, sacrificing innocence just for his own ego. The venom in her words stops my tongue. Maybe I can learn something if I touch the chains. Might see more if there's blood on them. I'll take all the information I can get. Ah! The instant I touch them, my hand is scalded by searing heat. I quickly yank my hand back.
What happened? The chains are still hot.
マジ
These look like they'd be cool to the touch. The chains don't look hot at all, but I definitely felt heat when I touched them. Ah! Clearly not believing me, Hazuki reaches out to touch the chain and gets burned. You're right. There's no bloodstains anywhere, so... What's this? It's a hole in the floor with water in it. Probably filled up when the sprinklers went off. It's clear enough water that the ceiling is reflected in it. Okay, I'm just looking at this here. Alright, I'll go back. Bunch of different products are on display. Better check the display toys. Could probably use this for the ritual. I pull a slightly burnt hand mirror out from among the toys. The mirror part isn't burned at least, so we can use it. Whoa! This takes me back. This is the magic rod that magical girl Jay used. That must be some kind of shoujo anime. She dances around. She's hopping around so much her skirt flares up. Did you see? No, and I wasn't trying to. You'll totally get cursed if you peek. Yeah? What kind? The words, Momo's personal servant will magically appear on your face. Yep, that's definitely a curse. I keep my voice low, but Hazuki can still hear me. She elbows me in the side. Melted stick? There's a bunch of other plushies on display. They don't all look like it, but most are wet to the touch. So wet that I kind of don't want to shove any of them into my bag. Huh. There's something red between a few of the animals. I grab it. What's a flare doing here? It was between soaked plushies, so it's also wet, making it unusable. It's definitely a flare like the ones on the floor by the elevator. That's too bad. If it wasn't wet... Yeah. Sighing, I put it back. Bunch of toys for little boys. Hey, you think you can use these gloves? For what? That's your job to figure out, Kijima. Rider gloves. I find a toy robot nearby that still looks normal. Normal enough, anyway. Wow, what a funny looking robot. Duh, it's burnt. No. It's still rather funny looking, even without being burnt. Would any boy actually want it? I'm sure there were some. I look around a bit more, but everything else is burnt beyond recognition. They're soaked and scalded by the fire, but still manage to keep their shape somehow. There's nothing worthwhile here. Really? Okay, anything else? Sorry if you hear the rain. Alright. We could use flares for the ritual, but these are too wet to use. They're rolling everywhere, so let's see if any still work. Sure. I check each flare on the ground to see if they can be used for the fire needed for the ritual. So, find any good ones?
No, they're all soaked.
Oh well. So let me see here. So let's examine them again. All of them are either used already or too wet to be able to work. I've got everything, but couldn't find anything to burn. If we could just use that flare. We just need the gunpowder inside.
Hey, I found a flare mixed in with that toy you found earlier. It was too wet to use, but if there's one in a place like that, maybe there are flares in other places too.
True. Some might even be usable. But one ain't gonna be enough. We'll need a bunch of them. Got it. Guess I'll go back and double check where I've already looked. Okay, the music's still going. I check around the tree. There's a flare in the pot. Found one that looks like it still works. Hey, nice work. Just like Hazuki thought.
But what are flares doing in a place like this?
Beats me. Probably left by the arsonist. There's no way to understand people like that. Now keep looking elsewhere. Once we call Demon Tsukuyomi, the truth will come to light. I search around the display.
Found one! I think we can use it too.
The rest of this is just clothes, huh? You put any in your bag, I'll tag you with police tape. Wasn't gonna touch them. Alright, I think we're done in here. Oh, what was that? I didn't even see it. All I found so far are wet flares, but I may as well try again.
You want to look again?
Yeah, there might be spots that aren't wet. You search every nook and cranny for a spot that's dry. Aha, there's a dry patch behind some of the plushies. I push an animal aside and see one with a big hole in its back. A red tube pokes out of it. Found one that looks like it still works. Hey, nice work. Keep looking for others. I can't know. The others. I check all around and on the mannequin and kids' clothes. You found anything? Nope. Oh.
Oh, there's one over here.
Great job. Keep looking for others. I check out the playground equipment. There are 3 flares around it. I was hoping these are still okay. I pick each one up and check if it can be used. 2 out of 3 are too burnt, but the last seems like it could still work. I wish all of them were good. At least it wasn't a total bust. Found one. Hey, nice work. Keep looking for others. How many's that make? I count the flares in my bag. 5. Some are kind of damp, but we only need the gunpowder inside them. With a flame, they'll dry right up and ignite. Guess I'll start preparing for the ritual then. What's this? The screams from the mouths pierce my brain.
The tale has reached happily ever after. Yomi, Demon Tsukuyomi, Demon Tsukuyomi, Demon. Don't open, don't open, don't open, don't open. Demon Tsukuyomi, Demon Tsukuyomi, Demon Tsu. Please grant my wish, please grant my wish, please.
Almost, huh? All that's left is to do the ritual, call Demon Tsukuyomi, and defeat it. Break down the flares and leave just the gunpowder on the floor. We'll need multiples so it burns longer. Exactly. I take out the flares and tear them apart.
I'll help too.
It's way too much effort, but at least it's worth it. We managed to gather quite a bit of gunpowder. Should be plenty now. Hurry and get the other stuff ready. I pull the rider gloves out of my bag and put them on. Hesitantly, I touch the chains. So? They're not hot. I can carry them this way. I maneuver the chains into a circle. Is this okay?
Yeah, that should be fine.
The chains are ready now. All right. Take out the burnt robot. But I can't think of a way to use it right now.
Damn it, that's not what it said.
Is it this one? It says examine bloody puddle on left with the rider gloves, and then examine regular puddle on left with burnt hand mirror, not the robot. Okay. I have the wrong burnt thing. I take the burnt hand mirror from my bag and try holding it up to the puddle. The puddle is reflected in the mirror, and the mirror is reflected in the puddle.
So cleanly reflected. This should be a good stand-in for joining mirrors.
Alright. I'm ready to do the Demon Tsukuyomi ritual. All I need to do is say the magic words. What should I wish for?
How about that your curse is lifted?
Yeah, I'll go with that then. Time to light the gunpowder from the flares. Once it's burning, I close my eyes. Demon Tsukuyomi, please come here. Making a silent wish for the curse on me to be released. I call forth the Demon Tsukuyomi. What feels like an eternity of silence passes. Suddenly the room darkens, and I feel cold. Everything is enveloped in a strange stillness. Almost like I'm the only person in the whole world. As that feeling settles over me. Ooh. A small clump of flesh appears out of thin air. Weird lumps grow rapidly all over until it's suddenly a huge mass of flesh. This is the Demon Tsukuyomi. It's completely disgusting. My whole body shudders.
That's not the spirit I was imagining. Didn't think it'd be this horrible.
Just what were you imagining? Run away screaming if you're scared.
Do you think you're being funny? I ran after coming this far. I couldn't call myself a Nicole idol. Plus, we both knew it'd be a problem if I left you to your own devices and you got reckless.
Then know you're stuck with me until it's over. Some kind of dark surge attacks me. It roils like burning hatred. Shit, what am I supposed to do? Grant. Grant, like a wish? What wish am I supposed to grant? I was super excited for it. Want what? Looking forward to what? Do you understand?
Did that voice that said Grant sound like an adult?
Yeah, it did.
And the one that said Wanna sounded more like a kid.
That means a parent wanting to grant a kid's wish. Something a kid wants from their parents.
Yeah, but I can't think of what it'd be. Sorry.
It's up to us to figure out the rest. So a parent wants to grant a kid's wish. If I can grant that, then. Alright.
I want Jennifer.
No reaction at all, huh? No idea if I've got it right or not.
Let's do something about all of them first.
Buy me a big monkey, please. No reaction again. Ungrateful little shit. Maybe I need to give things to all the faces first, like Hazuki said. Pew pew, boom, bang! No reaction again.
Grant my wish, Mom, please.
Upper left of monster. I've given something to every face. All I can do now is wait for a reaction.
Yay! A symbol gorilla. Thanks, Dad.
One of the faces cries out excitedly. Whoa,
Good work, Kijima.
it's too early to celebrate. They sound grim, but we haven't heard the other faces' reactions yet.
It's Jennifer. Thank you so much, Mom.
Apparently I got a second face right too.
Yeah, it's Kaiser Robot. Kaiser Punch!
A third face also yells excitedly. Just one more.
Mom? Mom? Oh, this isn't Mom. Oh.
That's what it said to do here. Oh no. Huh? Right when I thought we were in the clear, Demon Tsukuyomi goes berserk. Chains come flying at us. Shit.
Ah!
Hazuki! I yank her out of the way of the chains. You okay?
Yeah. Thanks, Kijima.
Damn it, we can't do anything when it's like this. Run! I make a break for it. Hazuki and Oe on my heels.
I think that angry face was the only wrong one. Oh, what should we do now?
Well, if we knew what it wanted.
That's the one that was talking about its mom, right?
Yeah. Demon Tsukuyomi doesn't sound very far away. Must be chasing us. We better get out of here. Where can we go? Use the elevator to go back to where we were. We'll figure out what it wants in the meantime. May as well, we've got no other choice. Barreling into the elevator hall, I run straight to the door and press the button. What?
What's wrong? You better open it fast. It's gonna catch us.
I pushed it, but it won't open. I jam my thumb on the button again and again, but the thing still doesn't open. Has it caught up to us? I haven't seen it yet. Oh, we have some time, and even if it does appear, it's pretty far from the sales floor to here. The pep talk is appreciated, but if we stay stuck like this, we'll be up shit creek. God damn it. Fine, if you're gonna be that way. This stupid door is pissing me off. I grip the edges and to try to force it open. Ah! Realizing what I'm trying to do, Oe jumps in to help me out. It fights us, and we haven't made much progress before the Demon Tsukuyomi appears. It's not very far. No way! Shit, I was careless. Hurry, it's gonna kill us! Open up! Terror gives me the strength I need, and the door cracks open. Yes! I slip my hands into the crack and force it open. Open! Alright, go! Get inside! Hazuki runs in, followed by Oe. Once I'm sure they made it, I slip inside too. Close the door, now! Oe smashes a button on the panel. It's no use, the door won't close because it's caught on the Demon Tsukuyomi. You're giving up after we made it this far? Move! Ah! Roar. With a roar, I kick Demon Tsukuyomi with all my might. The heat burns the sole of my shoe, filling the elevator with the smell of burnt rubber. A delicious smell. The spirit retreats just enough that the door manages to close. Nicely done, Kijima. Whew. We're going up? Seems so. I hope we can go back down. That's up to luck. At least we're safe for now. I never would have imagined you'd kick a spirit. Just faster that way. I guess so. It's too bad I didn't make it rest in peace. Only it was that easy. Lucky for us, the elevator connects to Moon Tower's roof. We rush out onto the terrace. Ooh, blood moon. The hell's up with the moon? After we left the department store, we should be back at Moon Tower. Did the Demon Tsukuyomi do this? It's not over yet. If Demon Tsukuyomi's the one controlling the moon, then it'll be here soon. Yeah, I think Tsukuyomi is a lunar eclipse in Japanese. What do we do, Kijima? I can't just poof ideas out of thin air, you know? We just gotta do something about that last face, right? Which face? You know, the one that was all, "This isn't Mom" or whatever. All the others seemed satisfied. They want their mom, huh? Oh, this reminds me of Yamato's shrine. I hope those babies were able to rest in peace. If you're able to reminisce, then use that brain to get to thinking and help us out. A cell phone vibrates, breaking the silence. Oh, that's me. She pulls her phone from her pocket. It's Bon. Maybe Okoyama's things revealed something. Hey, it's me. I'm kind of in the middle of something right now. What? You serious? So he's on there too? Nah, it's nothing. Just talking to myself. If there's nothing else, I gotta go. We got our hands full at the moment. We'll talk more later. Bye. I can't believe it. You seem excessively shocked over something. Get some amazing info or what? Yup, it's a doozy. Remember the name that was scratched off that memorial there? Well, that name was Masaru Ishimaru. Wait, Ishimaru was the president of Sumi. Yup, and Masaru is Noboru Ishimaru's second son. That's not all. According to Okoyama's notebook, Masaru Ishimaru was the one who caused the fire. What? Seriously? That's just Okoyama's own conclusion after she conducted an investigation alone. The gun found at the scene couldn't have belonged to just any random schmuck. That's what caused her to be suspicious of Masaru. He was notorious for his violence and his habit of abducting people. Dad's influence prevented him from ever getting arrested, though.
If he was the arsonist, then the one who sacrificed all those people for the Demon Tsukuyomi ritual was...
Yeah, it had to be him. Masaru Ishimaru. The thin man with the gun who I saw standing in the kids' plaza during my vision. Must have been Masaru Ishimaru. Don't let his father off the hook, though. He knew what his son liked to do, so he must have guessed who the arsonist was. And he still added his son's name to the list of the victims without even batting an eye. Counted as a victim, it's harder to investigate him. Plus, it buys a whole lot of sympathy, too. So they're both pieces of shit. Yeah, complete garbage. Guess someone agreed because the name on the memorial was scratched out. If Ishimaru died in the fire, then he's probably a part of Demon Tsukuyomi, too. That means even in death, the victims are stuck with the guy who killed him. If we beat him, the victims should rest in peace. But how do we do that? That's your department. So much for we. Before we beat him, we gotta find him.
Hey, Kijima, I think our time's run out.
Man, you're a persistent bastard. How'd it follow us? How the fuck should I know? But now that it has, there's only one thing to do. Finish it here and now. Masaru Ishimaru should be in that thing somewhere. If I find him... Mommy! Mommy! That's what it's doing. It's like all distorted. I stare down at the katana in my hand.
Yeah, the katana's the only way to beat it.
The sword I got from Killer Pete should work against her mortal enemy, Masaru Ishimaru.
As long as you slash the right one.
Sorry if I get it wrong.
You made it this far. Trust your instincts, Kijima.
Hazuki's resolve bolsters my own determination, and I turn toward Demon Tsukuyomi.
What's that sword?
I point the sword at the Demon Tsukuyomi, and it lets out a terrified yelp. You're Masaru Ishimaru! It's terrified, and it should be. It draws a smirk out of me, and I confidently heft the weapon. I dash forward, aiming at Ishimaru's face. Demon Tsukuyomi hurls countless chains at me, the dangerous metal flying every which way. Instincts blaring, my body senses the chains' trajectories. I dodge every last one of them. Die, Ishimaru! Once close enough, I push hard off the ground and jump high into the air. I slash the katana from bottom to top. Ishimaru flinches in fear. Blood spurts everywhere, getting all over me. Huh? For a second, a familiar place flashes in view. I'm sure that's... There's no time for that now. I've got to do something about him. Made it flinch and that's it. Guess physical attacks won't take it down. Any other ideas, Hazuki?
To defeat a spirit, you need to use something supernatural or do some kind of ritual.
But we can't do that kind of stuff.
Then I guess the fastest way would be to listen to his wish.
Don't be stupid. There's no way in hell we need to grant his wish. Then what are we supposed to do? She bites her lip and falls silent. I'm sure she knows. But it's impossible to bring herself to allow it since the fire was how she lost her family. Out of nowhere, the spirit starts moaning. Carve, 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 carve. Is it saying carve? I have no idea what that means. Do I really have to grant Masaru Ishimaru's wish? Time's running out. Whatever I do, my best chance is while it's still stunned. Time's running out. Gotta do something while it's still stunned. Carve. Think of what that could mean. It's that, or grant Ishimaru's wish. The memorial, huh?
It was made with a desire to comfort the victims and let them rest in peace.
Huh, to comfort them. Hey, don't you think that's kind of like a magic ritual?
Yeah, you're right. It's possible the spiritual bonds have weakened because a portion has been scratched out. And if that bond is restored...
But if we do something about that bond, Demon Tsukuyomi might find peace. I touch the blackened blood staining my cheek. The darkened blood brings those words to mind suddenly. The blank spot on the memorial.
What's wrong? Has an evil ghost possessed you or something?
Nothing. Just thinking we might need to engrave something in that blank space on the memorial.
Something? Oh, a name, right?
Yeah, exactly. We need to add a name. But the problem is... whose name we should engrave, right? Yeah. The problem is whose name we should engrave in this blank spot. I write a name with the blackened blood on my finger. Someone whose strong grudge made her a spirit. She should be listed as a victim, too. Tomoko Okoyama. Who is that? The name of a woman who lost her husband and child in the fire you set. She was killed by your old man when she tried to reveal the truth behind the fire. So what? Damn it, he doesn't even care. Was Killer Peach Okoyama not the right name? What? Someone I don't know inside me. What are you? What are you going to do to me? I've heard that voice somewhere before. The mythological Momotaro must have been guided by the name written on this memorial, crossing time and space to exterminate evil. A wind blows across the roof and the Demon Tsukuyomi dissolves. Are those grateful cries from people mixed in with the sound of the wind?
I knew it. Mama really is Momotaro.
A child's voice pipes up from among them, proudly boasting about their mother. The ominous scarlet moon vanishes and the sky reverts back to normal. Ah, a beautiful face.
Your face says your curse was lifted.
Yeah, guess I managed to survive again. Demon Tsukuyomi disappeared, but it didn't leave a pool of blood behind. Guess that makes sense. I already got Ami out. Speaking of blood... Blood flew out when I cut the Demon Tsukuyomi with the katana. It was only a flash, but I saw a vision of the attic in the Miroku residence. Why did that place appear? Better check it out. I touch the blood on my clothes and concentrate. Wow, nice work there. The first thing I hear is a young man's voice. It's the arsonist, Masaru Ishimaru. That was captivating. Truly. Guess going full criminal to kidnap a kid really was worth it after all. Masaru, I allowed you to watch, but if you continue to say things like that, I'll have to ask you to leave. The man in white monk robes replies coldly. His voice sounds familiar too. It's gotta be Yakumo Miroku, the author who turned girls into dolls. Don't be like that, old man. Without my pop's power, you'd be behind bars right about now. Yes, I'm extremely grateful to Noboru. It's entirely due to the Ishimaru family's cooperation that I am able to fulfill my duty. That Nagoshi no Gi ritual or whatever, yeah? Sounds like a mouthful. Why not shorten it to NG? That sounds like a name a child would choose. Masaru, please refrain from saying anything that draws the interest of the Kaguya doll. The seal is in the process of weakening. She may be listening at this very moment. Ooh, now that's scary. You better hurry up and finish making her playmate. Hey, what's this? What? That? Oh, since I'm the last successor of the Miroku family. It's just junk now. I suppose you being a wrinkly old man means you're not interested in getting it on anymore. It would look that way to you. Ever since I lost the power of my hands in an accident, I've given up on ordinary happiness. What do you mean by power of your hands? Each of my hands held a special power. The power to bestow was one of them. I'd use it to bestow spiritual power into that doll and give it to her. So does that mean, because you lost your power thing, that's why you're killing kids and making them into dolls? It's up to you whether you believe me or not. I'll believe you. I love stories like that. Anyway, what about you, Masaru? Huh? What about me? Will you marry and have a happy family? Noboru would surely be pleased if you had a child. Would Mom be happy in heaven too? You're still hung up on Yoko, huh? Of course I am. Pops only shoves money at me. Mom actually loved me. She's my everything, even now, forever. I always want to relive the time when Mom was around. I see. At Ishimaru's strange outburst, Miroku stops and frowns. It would be nice to go back to the past you long for. By the way, old man, you write scary fairy tales, yeah? So that means you're an expert on the occult? Yes, to some extent. What about it? I want to ask you something. Could you tell me about that Demon Tsukuyomi thing? So he had Masaru kidnap the girl that he used in a ritual 10 years ago to seal Kaguya. Masaru's of course like loving it. Miroku, he's like, I'd love to not do this, but this is the only other way. What? That was... The arsonist Ishimaru abducted girls and Yakumo Miroku turned each of them into dolls. It lines up with what was written in the Nagoshi no Gi book I found at the Black Rabbit. Plus, that strange doll Ishimaru grabbed. That was the doll I picked up at the Miroku residence. You look pretty serious, Kijima. Is something wrong? No, it's nothing. I'm still trying to process everything I just saw. There's no way I can explain it right now. Well then, we survived that by the skin of our teeth, but we can take a breather later. I got some auditions. Oh. One's kind of cool. The other's like whatever, and the other one is kind of cool. Okay. We survived that by the skin of our teeth, but we can take a breather later. Let's get the hell out of here before someone finds out we broke in. Right, let's go.
We're not gonna go someplace weird again, are we? It'll be fine. Probably. If the Demon Tsukuyomi was the one causing time to reverse, then we shouldn't be led to the scene of the fire again. I press the button for the first floor and the elevator quietly starts moving. The elevator reaches the first floor without any issues.
Oh good, we made it back okay.
Come on, we don't have time to be standing around. Let's get going. Ola makes it clear that she wants to be out of this place, so we leave. Oh, we should be safe here. Good job, you two.
That was a piece of cake. Dancing up on stage is 100 times more tiring. Huh? What's that face for?
Something's bugging me.
What exactly was that Demon Tsukuyomi we saw? I mean, it was obviously a fusion of the people who died in the fire, right?
No, I get that, but the Demon Tsukuyomi ritual itself existed way before the fire, right? It doesn't have ties to this event.
Oh, that's what you're talking about. You're wondering if that was the real Demon Tsukuyomi or not?
Pretty much. We were originally trying to summon the Demon Tsukuyomi, and then that thing appeared.
Let's put together what we know first. The arsonist, Masaru Ishimaru, tried to summon the Demon Tsukuyomi by sacrificing people. His wish was to bring back his dead mother.
She's also the late wife of President Ishimaru of the Sumi Group. She's still quite dead. I confirmed that when I was investigating the Sumi Group. In other words, his wish to the Demon Tsukuyomi wasn't granted. That's what that means, yeah.
This is just a what if, but maybe a wish was granted. But it wasn't Ishimaru's wish.
So whose was it?
The victims killed by Ishimaru. If 24 people all wished for something, it definitely overpowered Ishimaru's voice. And in that situation, they would obviously all be wishing for the same thing.
I don't want to die, huh?
Yeah, I think so too. So the real Demon Tsukuyomi granted that wish, and created the Demon Tsukuyomi we saw, I guess.
So that rumor about the Demon Tsukuyomi granting wishes was true.
I don't know if we can say that for sure. That thing could also just be some massive hate not connected to the real Demon Tsukuyomi. If that's the case, it'd mean that nobody's wish was granted in that fire.
And that would mean the rumors about the Demon Tsukuyomi were false.
It's that small line between fact and fiction that really fires up an occult fan, you know? Of course, I'd be happiest if the rumors about the Demon Tsukuyomi turned out to be true. I mean, that'd be so much cooler.
In the end, people are going to believe what they want to believe. There's no such thing as a correct answer. Well, it's about time we split up. This ain't a good time for minors to be walking around. Yeah, I guess I'll head home. Thanks for everything, Oe. Huh, that's surprisingly decent coming from you. Have you fallen for me? Don't look so upset. I'm unexpectedly fond of you, you know. By the way, Kijima, how did Ami's examination go? Oh yeah, I never told you. They found some abnormalities in her brainwaves, so she's under examination until tomorrow. That's so. I hope Natsumi gets better soon so they can go back to their normal lives. Yeah, me too. If Aunt Natsumi's coma is because of Kakuya's curse, then Ami's not getting her normal life back until I do something about Kakuya. Alright, I'm heading out. See ya, guys. Oa disappears in the direction of Shinza Station.
Alright, I'm gonna head back too. My co-worker's apartment I'm going to stay at is pretty close to Shinza Station.
So you're still not going home, huh?
Your curse always appears suddenly, just like it did today. It'd be bad if I decided to go home and ended up getting locked up under surveillance again.
Hazuki's grinning, but I've been constantly causing her trouble for the past few weeks.
Huh, what's going on? You're staring. Well, I'm used to that in my profession.
At first I didn't want to get her involved, but
If she hadn't been there to help me, I never would have survived this long. Oh my god, we're close to the end of where I need to stop. I've been a big pain to you. Sorry.
Oh, don't worry about it. I've told you many times, but I'm really into ghosts and the occult and stuff. I'll do anything to get experiences like these. I'd even quit being an idol.
If your agency heard that, they'd faint. Hey, can I ask you something?
Go right ahead. You'll have to go through the agency if it's about my measurements and weight, though.
Why did you become an idol? You don't seem that obsessed with the job.
Yeah, it may look that way. I didn't become one because it was my dream or aspiration or anything like other people. It's because of the education I got from my mom, who used to be an idol. She trained me for this life ever since I was really young.
So you're not doing it because you like it?
No, it's not like that. I love singing and talking and stuff, and it's so great to have fans. But the word idol doesn't really have a special meaning to me like it does for other people. For me, it's more like I took over the family business.
You live in one strange household.
It's pretty normal to me, though. Anyway, since it's basically the family business, I try to be more professional than others.
Like how?
Recently I've been doing special training for love scenes. I'm a high schooler, so I'll probably start getting more roles like that pretty soon. Who knows when I'll get a love scene with the Headless Horseman or the Boogeyman.
Neither of those are human.
Yeah, but that's the kind of romance Momokuro-san would have. Oh, that's right. We did something similar by the vending machine yesterday. That was a pretty good performance. Would you help me practice again sometime, Kijima?
Sure, if I feel like it.
Sweet! Thanks. Alright, I'm gonna get going. See you later, Akira.
Hazuki darts off in the direction of the taxi stand. Now that I think of it, a lot of people have helped me get this far. I gaze up at the night sky for a while, picturing all the people who've helped me. Guess I'll get going myself. I go to the station and quickly hop on the last train heading to Kisoji. After arriving at Kisoji Station, which is deserted at this hour, I head to my apartment. Yeah, trains don't run 24/7 in Japan. Even today. I think maybe New Year's might be the only day they do, and that's it. Like New Year's Eve. A text. I open up the message. How are you? It's Demon. This will be my final message. I admire your dedication for finding my analysis reports. I'd like to personally thank you, my true comrade. If you don't mind, come to the graveyard's entrance. I'm finally gonna get to see his face. A graveyard. Probably the one not far from here. Choosing not to go home, I instead head to the place he mentioned. This is the spot Demon said to be. Doesn't look like he's here yet. Calls me out, but doesn't bother to be here, huh? I'm under no obligation to wait. Going home is starting to sound like a good idea. Just then. A man's voice whispers in my ear. I spin around, but no one's there. Straining my ears, I try to sense his presence, but all I hear is the wind. Just my imagination, I guess. I turn back toward the graveyard. Ooh. And he's standing there in front of me. So this is the elusive Demon. Ashen face, unfocused eyes, a blood-stained shirt. And an aura that can't possibly be human. Is he dead? I study him as he slowly approaches me. Hello, did I scare you? I guess you're used to stuff like this by now. No, excuse me. And while I'm apologizing, please allow me to say how nice it is to meet you. This is the first time we've met, but he's been being so friendly with me. Like I'm a long-lost pal. Guess he's taken a liking to me after sending all those texts. My real name is Hiro Aratama. can't remember if he's in the first one or not. Sorry to meet you like this, but in life I was the desk editor for Arts Monthly. No, I don't think so. Desk man. So, Demon. I want to express my thanks to you, but I also have one thing I want to confirm. His cheerful voice suddenly turns serious. It's about my writings. You always seem so interested in them. To the point, what do you truly want to do? That's what I want to know. Who do you truly wish to become? I pray that you don't disappoint me. Yep. Alright, I already know the answer. The unknown. I want to explore the untapped world. That was written on the first D card I found. I bet he wanted me to become a fellow explorer of the untapped world. That's gotta be the answer he's looking for. Oh, wonderful. You're exactly the man I expected. From now on, the untapped world will welcome you. Kijima, I'm glad I was able to meet you today. Thank you for everything. I have one last report to give you. Now then, may you remain in good health until the day you arrive at the abyss of the untapped world. And with that, he vanishes. Where he was standing is a familiar-looking card. I lower my gaze to the writing on the card. Hyakiyago. Hyakiyago. Apologies for alarming you earlier. I was so happy to finally meet you that I asked what I shouldn't have. Who I am is just what I told you before. I'm Hiro Aratama, former desk editor for Arts Monthly. Many of my acquaintances, like Mr. K, are familiar with the paranormal. No blame on them, but I often got carried away. That's why I'm like this. I've always felt bad about dying. It caused trouble for the editorial department and the magazine's readers. That aside, I'm ecstatic to welcome you as a fellow explorer of the untapped world. I'd like to start out by sharing information with you on Yagyo, what we're currently after. Sounds familiar. Do you know what Yagyo is? It's the march of evil spirits of rivers and the mountains, much like those found in ancient tales of this country. It's a piece of fiction. The Yagyo we're after isn't. Would you believe me if I said a large group of spirits like those you faced used to march along this land of Musashino a long time ago? It's your right and duty to affirm everything paranormal, including my bizarre stories, as I don't have to convince you now. Back to Yagyo. We believe at the center of the covered historical incidents is a certain presence. It has the power to create dangerous spirits. I'm sure someone has come to mind. It's Kaguya, or more accurately, the Kaguya doll. A doll with similar powers are connected to the market case in each city. These doll spirits are considered the core of what causes the Hyakiyago. We assume a death march occurs when doll spirits gather the dead and turn them into spirits. But we don't know much about these dolls yet. All the families from the Edo period associated with dolls have disappeared and passed down items were lost in the war. The only possible lead we might get is for you to ask the doll spirit directly. But you must be very careful. You'll soon reach the end of Kakuya's game. If you observe closely, you could learn new information. That said, don't end up like me. If worst comes to worst, put your own safety first. Now, I still have much to say to you, but look how I am. Sadly, I have someplace I need to be, but thank you for keeping me company all this time. I'll tell my acquaintances about you, and when I get the chance. Goodbye, Kijima. Until we meet again. Demon. So, this is finally the end. The abyss of the untapped world. What's that supposed to mean? Pondering the meaning behind his words, I walk home. Yeah, I say demon instead of D-man, because that's how it would have been said in Japanese. It's a pun. When I get home, I immediately head to the bathroom and take a hot shower. I still feel that lukewarm sensation from the blood that spurted when I cut the Demon Tsukuyomi. I want to wash that off as soon as possible. That's me. I haven't seen Kakuya since the day she told me about the Killer Peach game. The fact that she hasn't shown up despite the fact that I took Ami back makes me feel uneasy. But Kakuya's curse appeared. What's going on? Maybe Kakuya's still watching me even though I can't see her. From beyond this mirror, from the realm of the dead. That's right. Where did that thing go? I search my drawers, shelves, and under the bed, and quickly find that. Ah. In the blood entry vision I had, Masaru Ishimaro was holding this doll. It's definitely the same one. In that vision, Yakumo Miroku said, "Oh, that? That's just junk now. Now that I'm the last successor of the Miroku family." It definitely looks like just junk, but its appearance is similar to Kakuya's. That's bugging me. I'll think about it later. I need to get up early tomorrow to go pick Ami up. I better get to sleep. Okay. Alright, next video will be the last one. Sorry this one is so long. I wasn't expecting it to be so long. Oh well. Thought you can hear me really well. Collapsing on the bed, I shut my eyes. A bunch of things happened tonight, some of it shocking. I would have sworn I was going to find myself awake for hours after shutting my eyes. But I must be exhausted. My consciousness quickly fades away. Alright, we're going to end it there after saving. Ooh, don't have much time to talk. Last one will be the end. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, take care.